distance so possible.
Good evening and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender show, and as you can see, you can't see me, but you can see Lexi, Nell and Toby. Welcome to the show, all of you.
Hi. Hi.
Right, I'm going to tell everyone what you're all about. Now, these three are part of the Heart of Gold Choir, which we did a couple of weeks ago, yes, and we all enjoyed it. We all thought it was absolutely fantastic. It was busy, it was a chocker day, loads on, you were live on Sky Sports. So, Lexi, this is what it's all about. We sung the song, we've been practicing over 6 months, days over the 6 months and what have you. So tell us a little bit about what you got out of it on that day.
I got more understanding of mental health and a lot more of the meaning behind the song. Like, you're not meant to keep things to yourself and you should actually tell people about it, about how you feel and about what can help you with how you feel.
You've done great, obviously. And what do the words mean to you that's in the song itself, the lyrics, as we talked about earlier on?
They kind of give off a vibe where you can either like kind of focus on the words, but also it takes a while to know the meaning behind them once you listen to it enough, and the words can kind of help you like lead a pathway to what you want to be and what you want to do and stuff. And
the same thing, you've taught your friends, your parents, you know, they've all been asking the questions, your family. What have you said to them? What have you said, what you got out of it, what it was like when you were actually singing?
It was really fun, and I love singing because it's just like really inspiring when you get to learn different songs. And this song is probably one of my favourite to learn because it had a nice meaning behind it where you can actually ask for help from people and you can't just suffer in silence sometimes. Which
is brilliant, and you definitely can't suffer in silence. So you've also made friends out of this, haven't you? Lean on Me and One Step Ahead of Mental Health is a brilliant saying. You've got the t-shirts on, you're all wearing the t-shirts, and you've brought friendship, you've brought people together. What have you learnt with friends here?
That once you have them, you can't let them down sometimes, and you have to always be there for them and help them.
And Nell, you come on the scene very late, didn't you? And you mixed in with the choir absolutely brilliantly. Well done. But you missed out on the film, and why?
It was a disappointment. I wish I didn't, because I've heard loads of good stories about it. I would have come if I could, but just busy with...
Well, you were on holiday.
Yeah.
Where you go on scouring away, getting lovely weather. But now you come in, and obviously you came in introduced by Lexi, come in with Toby, and then when you heard about us explain to you about Lean On Me and what it was all about and what we were trying to do, how did you feel about it and what have you learned from it?
I love the idea of it, about how like mental health is really an important thing, and how like people who do suffer in silence could end up committing suicide one day, and I think it's like really serious. But like learning about mental health, it's really like helped me. Like, so say if one of my friends are down one day, I'll ask them if they're all right, and they'll always talk to me now about their mental health and how they are.
Which is fantastic. So yourself, when the choir was getting together, how did you feel when you knew you were coming to sing this song, and what did you think when the song gets released? What do you think people will get out of it?
I think they'll start to understand how serious mental health is, but they'll also understand how this group of children have come together and like can talk about mental health and sing about it in an amazing way.
And have you learned yourself, when you're growing up, you've got friends who could be getting bullied, could be suffering in silence, as we just talked about. Do you feel as if you're in a position now to give them a little bit of advice because you've learned more about mental health as we go on?
Yeah, definitely. I think I could give like at least one of my friends good advice about mental health and not suffering in silence.
Brilliant. Toby, up to you. There we go. We're going to get it out of you now, because you know what instrument do you play, Toby? You play the piano.
Yeah.
What else?
Just the piano.
Just the piano. And I was watching you the other day singing a song, and was it one of the Beatles songs by any chance?
Yeah.
right? Okay, so you'd enjoy your singing, and you come along with Lexi, Nell, and you were first, one of the first here, you were made up, and we were saying we wanted more lads in there, you made up for it, and it was great. And what we got out of it was, obviously you're all decent singers, but you could hear when the lads get together, you can hear a nice deep voice in there, coming in there, and you were really proud of your singing. You were singing the song, you were proud about it. What did it make you feel like when you started singing the song? Upset. When you're singing, obviously you know the words, you know the lyrics.
Yeah.
Now, all you have to do is say to me, do you know what, Mal, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great, mixed with the girls, with the choir, and you got on with the singer as well, David as well. What was it like when the singer came in, you met him for the first time?
It was actually really good, because I've never ever met a famous singer before. And it was nice to sing with him and that.
And it sort of give you an insight into what the song was all about. You were meeting people on the day, you were talking to your friends, you were talking to others who were in the choir. There was quite a lot of people there on the day, and even Sky Sports. How did you feel about it when you knew Sky Sports and Chris Kirkland, ex-Liverpool goalkeeper, was turning up?
I was like, I'm going to be on live television. I'm going to be on live television, and I've never been on live television before. I've only ever watched it.
And obviously you were singing the song, you're all coming great, it was absolutely fantastic, and we got loads of feedback for you, so well done on that one. So when we started talking about and explaining from the start, because you were unsure at the start, what did you feel about mental health, and what do you think it would do for you in the future?
Well, if you're suffering with, you should never suffer in silence, because you've got family and friends who care about you and all that. And
Your parents,
yeah,
did they ask you what was it like? What were your feedback to them? What were you telling them? What was it all about?
I was telling them all about how people suffer with mental health, and how they just keep it in and they don't tell no one.
And we've all been around, and obviously you'll look around now for anyone who's getting bullied, and you start thinking, and you can have a little chat. We all look, and we always say it's all about talking to someone who's responsible, an adult, and you could give good feedback now, couldn't you? You've learned from the song, the words, you know what the words mean. So when your friends are starting to grow up and you're growing up with them, what advice could you give them if you thought they were a little bit quiet one day?
Well, if you're feeling down, just go and speak to someone. Speak to them how you're feeling.
Carry on, yeah.
And tell them everything that's been going on, and if you're okay in that.
Which was fantastic. So tell us about Nell, Lexi, obviously. How did you get involved in a choir, in singing? Tell us all about that.
Well,
Because a lot play football, don't they? And when you first come, I said, do you like football and all that? And you said, I'd rather sing and be a singer, to be honest, wouldn't you? Which is brilliant. This is fantastic. So how old were you when you started singing?
I think I was about nine.
And what do you want to get out of it? In the future, obviously. Money?
Money and that, and all that stuff. Fame.
Same. Get it out of there, right? Girls, come on. What do you want to do? What are you looking forward to in the future?
If I can be on stage or be in a band or something, I really want to do that. Or just like make people happy with music and make them realise how satisfying it can be to rely on music, because music can be the only thing. It's a small thing, but it can really help you sometimes, like how you're feeling. It can actually help carry you sometimes through life, because it's the only thing that can help.
And that's spot on as well, because we all go through it, don't we? We all put a little record on. We all have a favourite song. but we all listen to the words and the lyrics and we all think, wow, they were good. So what did you all think about the lyrics in Lean On Me and the words, the way they put it together? How do you feel? What do you think yourself, Nell?
I thought it was really special how obviously lean on me, it means like you can go and talk to anyone. But like listening to music and understanding the lyrics, I think it's really special because maybe when you're going through like a hard time and like you'll listen to like a music piece and it'll just like help you in a way that it's like just really special. And sometimes when you don't want to talk to someone, you've just got that piece of music that will like lift you up inside.
And also, you got to know a little bit about Don't Cross the Line and the work that we've done as well. And this can happen. The reason why we're launching it in grassroots football, because it's probably the biggest sport in the world. Millions of kids all go there. If they don't play, they go and watch. The cousins, the brothers, the sisters, they go there. You'll always get involved. You'll always know someone in football. Now, we all know that there's bullying, there's cyberbullying, and the message we want to get across as the singers, and I wanted you as singers to get this message across, kids, to say how hard it is to go and speak to someone who's an adult, because we all talk together, don't we? And kids tend to talk more to their friends rather than the parents. Am I correct?
Yeah.
And there you go, and we all talk, and I'm not going back and telling my mum, my dad, you know. But now I think you've learned that if there's something one of your friends is going through in the future, you're going to pick on someone, aren't you? You're going to say, someone you can trust, and say, I think we need to help you. Because you don't want friends self-harming, thinking suicidal thoughts. You don't want to lose your friends. You want to make up with your friends. You want to... How important life is, and at such a young age, you've got all your life ahead of you. But you've learned, and do you think it's a good thing that we're getting the message across, singing this song, into grassroots football and all the kids?
Yeah, I think it's a good thing. Definitely.
You've got friends play football?
Yeah.
Have you told anyone what you're doing, what it's all about, your teachers, anything like that? Are they all aware of what you've been involved in? So what do you think about the Heart of Gold choir? How does that feel to you? The name, Heart of Gold. Anyone can answer, you know.
Oh, I thought it was just Teddy.
No. Anyone can answer. Now, we're surprised here, aren't we? Because Toby does sing right the way through. Now, when we're asking him a couple of questions, Toby seems to be lost for words, don't you? But you're not, because you do know everything about it. Now, what we say, and as you just said, don't suffer in silence. So if someone is like that and you're thinking about what to say or who to help, talk to your best mate, talk to someone, and start making a little plan. Start thinking, come on, let's go and see how Katie is, because she's not herself today. Let's all go and have a little chat to her, and let's all sort these things out. This is what you could actually do now, going forward. You've got friends, you've got family. It doesn't have to be. It could be an adult, something like that. We all need to talk. We all need to make sure that, as we keep saying, life is too short, and we want to make the most of it. Make as many friends as we possibly can. And if someone's struggling, you know, your words, Lean On Me, unbelievable. They can make things happen. They can make a difference, and you can always look back on it yourselves and say, we've made a difference. If we make a difference to one child and save that one child, you have done your job. You've done absolutely brilliantly, you know. So what did you all think? What was the best part that you got out of Lean On Me, meeting the choir, singing a song? You can all speak up, anyone who wants to.
I think the best part of the Heart of Gold choir is meeting new people, because I remember when I first joined the choir, I was like, obviously I was nervous, but then I met some of the kids who went, and they are just like the sweetest humans I've ever met, and like it's just amazing to meet them and like talk to these kids about mental health, and it's just amazing. I love it.
So really what we've done is bring you together, haven't we? You know, you've got friends in there as well now. So bringing people together always makes a difference, because we can always get on, we always make plans, and you can always keep in touch and think, do you know what? If I hadn't joined this choir, singing this song, I wouldn't have met these people, we wouldn't have learnt this, we wouldn't have done it. And now you're going back to your mums, your dads, your brothers, your sisters, and you're talking, you're telling them what it's all about. And I think, you know, you're doing an absolutely fantastic job. So we'll go to Lexi now and say, what was the favourite part of yours? What did you get out of it, singing a song?
I got a more ordinary recognition of how mental health works and stuff, and how many people do have really bad mental health problems, and how you should really help them, because if you don't, bad things can really happen to them. And like, I also learned that like you can't always be nervous to make new friends, because like it's actually really fun once you get to meet new people. But yeah, and you can also help them along their way, because friends are really fun, and there's someone to care about and they care about you. It's almost like you're leaning on their shoulder kind of thing. So
which is brilliant, yeah, leaning on them. So that's part of it, you know, we can all lean on each other, can't we?
Yeah.
Toby, what was the best, what did you get out of it? You know, when you started singing, turning up week in, week out. You've done it all now, you've completed it, you've done a really good task. So what was the favourite moment that you got out of it?
Meeting like new people and learning the lyrics and how they mean, how it means to mental health.
And it is, and you know, you're proud to wear the t-shirts. So all these A-levels and everything, they've all come out today, and we all know that anyone's got results, exam results. There could be people out there who haven't got the results that they wanted, so they'll go into a shell, won't they? They'll go quiet, but everyone works together, you know, because they're only exam results, and you can always get yourself better in life. You can always make up, and we're always allowed mistakes as you grow up and you start learning. Do you know anyone who's got all the A-levels and all the results? Has anyone been in touch with them?
It's really perfect in a way, because all people struggle with stuff like that, and like it's a really difficult thing to focus on, because sometimes people expect to get good results to make the parents proud or make the family proud, but really you should be trying to make yourself proud, because people should just be happy with what you get, and fail only stands for first attempt in learning. So like it's just a normal thing in life, because everyone goes through it.
And what I'll have to do is just explain to the viewers there, I just stuck my head in front of the camera there. So as you were talking, this big picture of me going right in front of everyone, and I was just timing it and just seeing how long that we've got. But this is what happens when you do live TV, when you do live radio, you're allowed to make mistakes as well, and that's what it's all about. Now I'll laugh at that and everyone will go, what are you doing there, Mal? Poke your face in there, I'll get loads of stick, but it's worth it. It really is worth it. And I just want you three to go out there and live your life and enjoy your life, learn from the song, the lyrics all the time, and put those words together, because you can live your life through those words as well, couldn't you? And all the actions as well, they seem to go well with the singer, with yourselves. People got onto that and you picked them all up, great. But what I didn't ask yourselves, girls, I did ask Toby, is about, you met David, the singer, and what did that do to the song rather than just the choir when he come along and he started singing? And you can work it together, you can bounce off each other.
It kind of made us feel a bit more free when we're singing, because we got like, I think it was like how the song felt was happy but also meaningful, because like it's different from the original, but it's also a really vibey song what people should pay attention to, and it was just a really good song to sing, because people get the meaning behind it, and it's also just really fun to listen to, because it's different to the original and it's more upbeat and like vibey and stuff.
So I know what you're saying, because when you were just learning the song and getting, you're like statues, aren't you? You're listening, you stood there, you can't move, and then a little bit of fun started coming into it with Desiree as well, didn't it? And she started getting you moving, and that's because you were starting to learn the song, starting to get used to each other, and that's what it is. Once you get used to each other, trust each other, it makes a difference. You become as one, become friendship, circle of friends, I always say, and then we'll move on to Nell, because David then come in, didn't he, to sing, and you didn't know what to expect. And it didn't have. As soon as he started singing with the choir, wow, it was powerful, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was amazing. And it just felt like the energy in the room, it just like boosted everyone. And the singer, David, is so nice, and he's just really amazing.
And it's good to learn, because you're with a professional singer. Did anyone see him on TNT Sports? By the way, he was on there just before the cup final, singing the Diego Jota song.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, and obviously, so you're sitting. He didn't tell anyone he was getting filmed and all that, because it's when you go on, you're on TV, you're on this. John May, an actor, you were with John May as well. Now, you didn't know, John was getting everyone going, he was funny as well, just dancing with everyone, and he is very, very popular. He's on demand radio as well, presenter on there. You'll see him more and more, and you'll go, there's John. He was there all the time, and he, honest to God, he loved the Bones. He just said, what a choir, that was one of his best days, going out and enjoying it and listening to people singing. So you've made them proud, and people will learn off you. And when this video comes out, you're going to be even more popular. So Toby, we'll finish off a little bit now. The video's going to come out, the music video. What are you expecting from it? What are you looking forward to when that comes out?
Like, showing it to people and telling everyone that I was in this.
Well, they'll see that, won't they, when you're singing along? So you've got to feel proud, Nell.
Yeah, I'm excited to like show all my friends this, and yeah, tell them this is what I've done. Well,
And we know Lexi can't wait. Come on, Lexi. What do you feel?
I'm looking forward to how it will impact people and help their mental health get an energy boost and stuff, and how they can actually rely on people, because people should help people. Like, you always have to have like a career in life, and it's kind of like I think it's most men who struggle with mental health, and it's because women talk about it, but most men don't talk about it because they're a bit introverted and they're scared what people might think of them. They should really just talk more, because it will actually help them and stop them from trying to like hurt themselves or get into trouble and stuff, just because of tiny little things like grades or how school's going or bullying or how they should be expected to look or something.
Absolutely fantastic. Well said. Well done, all three of you. Congratulations on your new single coming out. It'll be out soon. Lean on me, lean on each other, and we'll all work together, won't we? There we go. Look at that. Lean on each other, because it's going to be a massive hit. So when these come out, what we all want you to do is go out, support it, tell all your friends about it, share it and share it and share it, and get the whole world to know about it. Thanks very much to Lexi, Nell, and Toby. And these no doubt will be back again very, very soon indeed. So we'll be back on tomorrow's show. So tune into tomorrow's show on the Grassroots show. And I've got a little sneaky feeling that these three will have their own little podcast show coming up soon. So we just want to have a little burst of Lean on Me. Remember what we done? 1, 2, 3. Finish off with it.
We're strong. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
There you go. So call me if you're struggling. They're all here for you. Don't forget, thanks very much to all our guests in the studio. We'll be back tomorrow. Have a great evening. Good night. God bless.
Right back after the break.
Be right back after the